Hello everybody, welcome to EduTap and welcome to the revision series for phase 2 of NABARD Grade A 2020. So phase 1 is already done and we are running this series for the phase 2 examination. So in today's video we are going to discuss the topic of ARD static, and the topic is agricultural engineering part first. So this is the part first of this topic. Actually this topic is very vast and we are going to cover this topic in 3-4 videos, but today we are going to discuss most important concepts related to agricultural engineering. And I also want to tell you that we are running 50% off on our NABARD courses, so you can use the code NABARD50 and you can avail the discount of 50%. Guys, still you can prepare for the exam, don't give up. Actually there is a lot of time. The date of examination is still not out yet, right? So you have lot of time, you can prepare for the exam in a better way, so go for it. And one more thing I want to tell you, that due to the coronavirus outbreak we all are at our homes. That's why we don't have proper equipments, or you can say recording rooms. That's why if any background noise comes or any issue you face, then please be supportive of that. Please bear with it, because we all don't have proper recording equipments and all. That's why you can face some minor issues. And now I want to tell you about the results of 2019. So here are the results of 2019 of NABARD as well as RBI, and for results of 2018 are also here of NABARD, SEBI and RBI. So you can see them, and you also have chance to be the part of this particular result if you work hard enough. Let's start with the question number first. So first question is that which of the following is false for primary tillage? So tillage is a very important concept, you can say, when we talk about agricultural engineering. So also when we see the previous year examination, then tillage is the most asked topic from the agricultural engineering. That's why you should cover this topic primarily. First of all, you should cover this topic because this is the most important. So first question asks that which of the following statement is false for primary tillage. So you should know that what primary tillage is, then only you will be able to answer this question. So first we'll read all the options. So first says performs the function of reducing soil strength. Second is animal drawn implements include indigenous and ambi-plow. Third is tractor drawn implements include ambi-plow, disc plow and subsoil plow. Fourth is primary function is to prepare seed bed preparation, and fifth is creates proper soil tilth for seeding and planting. So which of the following is not the function, or you can say not the feature of primary tillage? So what is the correct answer here? Correct answer is option 5, that is creates proper soil tilth for seeding and planting. Actually this is the feature of secondary tillage. So primary tillage basically prepares the seed bed. So the main function, or you can say the primary function of primary tillage is to prepare seed bed preparation, and it also performs the function of reducing soil strength. And animal drawn implements are used for primary tillage like indigenous and ambi-plows, and tractor drawn implements sometimes are also used like ambi-plow, disc plow and subsoil plow. So both animal as well as tractor drawn implements are used for primary tillage, and it performs the function of reducing soil strength, but the primary function of this kind of tillage is to prepare seed bed. So that you have to remember. Next question that we have here is that which of the following are types of tillage? So there are various kinds of tillage, and you have to tell me that out of the following statements, which of the following are types of tillage. First is minimum tillage, second strip tillage, third is rotary tillage, fourth is combined tillage and fifth is all of the above. Again a very important question related to tillage. You should know this question because these kind of questions are asked in the exam when it comes to this topic. So the correct answer is option 5, that is all of the above. So all of the options mentioned above are the types of tillage. So let's know that what are the differences between these types of tillage. So first we'll start with the minimum tillage. So minimum tillage is the one in which there is a minimum soil manipulation. that is necessary to meet tillage requirements for crop production. So lot of crops need very less tillage, or lot of fields actually need very less tillage. So in that case minimum soil manipulation is required, and in that case minimum tillage is done. So you have to remember that, as its name suggests, minimum tillage means minimum tillage, minimum soil manipulation. Next is strip tillage. So it is a tillage system in which only isolated bands of soil are tilled. So as its name suggests, strip tillage. So in this type of tillage, field is divided into various straps or various strips, and then only isolated bands of soils are tilled, not whole field is tilled in this particular type of tillage. Next is rotary tillage. So it is the tillage operation employing rotary action to cut, break and mix the soil. So the soil which is very hard, so we need to cut, break as well as mix the soil. So in that kind of soil we need rotary tillage. Next is the mulch tillage. So it is the preparation of soil in such a way that plant residues or other mulching materials are all specially left or near the surface. So in mulch tillage we use the mulch of plants and plant residues. So in this kind of tillage, plant residues are intentionally left near the surface so that they can mix with the soil and they can produce the you can say they can increase the fertility of soil. So that's the kind of tillage that is known as mulch tillage. Next is combined tillage. So the operation simultaneously utilizing two or more different type of tillage tools. Why? To simplify as well as to control the number of operation, that is known as the combined tillage. So in this type of tillage, various tools or implements are used to simplify as well as to control the number of operations. So that's why it is known as combined tillage. So I hope that it is clear now in your minds the difference between these kind of tillages, because that can also be asked in the exam, that a statement can be given in the exam and they can ask you that which of the type of tillage is asked in this particular description. So you have to identify that which tillage is discussed in that particular passage. So that kind of question can be asked. That's why you need to remember the difference between these type of tillages. Now let's move forward to our next question. So next question is, which of the following are the functions of seed drill? So we all are aware about the seed drill. So seed drill is an equipment, and which of the following are the functions of this particular equipment? Options are making furrow lines, seed dropping, covering of seeds in furrow, none of the above, or all of the above. Now you have to tell me the function of seed drill. Seed drill is actually a very popular equipment. So you should know the function of this equipment. So the correct answer is option 5th, that is all the above. So seed drill is used to make furrow lines, it is used to make seed droppings, it is also used to cover seeds in a furrow. So these all are the functions of seed drill. And this is what seed drill looks like. So you can remember that this is what seed drills look like, and the functions of seed drill I have already told you. Next is spark ignition engine is also known as what? Options are mobile engine, stationary engine, diesel engine, auto engine, or none of the above. So spark ignition engine is a very common term. It is generally used apart from agriculture also. So spark ignition engine is known as what? Mobile engine, stationary, diesel, or auto, or none of the above. Again, it's a very easy question, or you can say it's a very straightforward question. Correct answer is option 4th, that is auto engine. So spark ignition engine is also known as auto engine. Now question is, why it is called auto engine, right? So spark ignition engines is based on the principle of Otto cycle. That's why it is called as auto engine. So you should remember that Otto cycle is the one on the basis of which spark ignition engines work. That's why they are also known as auto engines. So what is Otto cycle? So Otto cycle is a cycle in which heat is taken at a constant volume and then rejected at another constant volume. That's why Otto cycle is also known as constant volume cycle. And here we have the picture of spark ignition engine, that how it works, but that is not of our use, that is not that won't be asked in the exam. That's why you only need to remember that spark ignition engine is also known as Otto engine because it is based on the principle of Otto cycle. Next question, or the last question for today, is that on the basis of structural design, what are the types of tractors? So you have to tell me the type of tractors based on the structural design, means the way in which they are structured. Options are general and walking tractor, wheel and crawler tractor, general and special purpose tractor, all of the above and none of the above. So you can easily eliminate actually two options from this if you read the question carefully. So in the question it is mentioned that we have to tell on the basis of structure, but if we read option third, then it is given the general and special purpose tractor. So in option third, purpose of tractor is given, but that is not asked in the question. That's why we can eliminate option 3. And if we can eliminate option 3, then we can eliminate option 4 also, because it is mentioned all of the above. So the answer must be 1, 2 or 5. Now we have eliminated two options. Now you can easily answer this question because we are remained with just 3 options now. So the correct answer is option second, that is wheel and crawler tractor. So on the basis of structural design, wheel and crawler are the types of tractors. So now we will see that what are the differences between wheel and crawler tractor. So on the basis of structural design, tractors can be classified into 3 classes. So there were only 2 mentioned in the question, but there are actually 3 types. So first is the wheel tractor. So this is the most common or popular type of tractors. If you have seen the tractors, then there is high chance that you have seen the wheel tractor. So you can see the tractor in red here. This is the wheel tractor, and mostly these type of tractors have 4 wheels, but sometimes 3 wheel tractors are also there, and the tractors which have wheels are generally known as wheel tractor. Next is the crawler tractor. So this is also called the track type tractor or chain type tractor, and this type of tractors have endless chain in place of the wheels, as you can see in the picture also. So this green one is the crawler tractor, and you can see that there is no wheels in this type of tractor. There is endless chain like in a tank. So that's why it is known as crawler tractor or chain type tractor. Next is the walking tractor, which is also called as power tiller. So power tiller is a walking type tractor, and this tractor is usually fitted with 2 wheels only. So you can see in the picture also that it only have 2 wheels, and the direction of travel and the control for field operation is performed by a person walking behind the tractor. So you can see that it is a person that is walking behind the tractor, and this person decides the direction of the tractor. That's why it is called walking tractor, and it is also known as power tiller. So you have to remember, question could be asked that which type of tractors are known as power tiller. Answer would be walking tractor. So guys, I hope that you have understood the difference between 3 classes of tractors on the basis of structural design, and we also have pictures here so you can clearly identify. So guys, that was it for today's videos. In next video, we'll discuss more concepts related to agricultural engineering, and if you have any doubt, then you can mail us at hello@edutab.co.in. Also, you can call us on this number, which is 8146207241. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye bye, take care, happy learning, and be safe in your houses.